Just testing my video and audio, everyone. Are you able to hear me okay?
Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh. Hi, Laverne. Nice to see you. I see Emma as well.
See everybody as well.
you. Delighted to be here.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the graduation celebration for the College of Pharmacy, University of Manitoba Class of 2021. My name is Lalita Raman-Wones, and as Dean of the College of Pharmacy, it's my pleasure to welcome all of our graduates, their families, friends of the college, and our faculty and staff to this very special virtual event. The event is being live streamed on YouTube through a private channel, and it's also being recorded and can be made available afterwards. Attendees may want to switch to the speaker view, and there should be a button on the top right corner of your screen, and this will allow you to focus the screen on the speaker. We will start with the singing of our national anthem. Please stand if you're able to do so. I would like to invite Kyle Briscoe from the Desalt Faculty of Music to lead us in the singing of O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Car ton bras se porte l'épée, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée, tes plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Kyle. Please be seated. I would like to start a formal program acknowledging that the University of Manitoba campuses are located on original lands of Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. We respect the treaties that were made on these territories. We acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past, and we dedicate ourselves to move forward in partnership with Indigenous communities in a spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. As I say these words today, I reflect on the ever more importance of knowing and understanding the truth about the past, especially in light of recent events with the finding of the remains of children at a former residential school site. Understanding the past as we continue to work closely with our Indigenous communities will enable us to move towards reconciliation. Welcome, and thank you to everyone for joining us. Today, we congratulate our graduates, the class of 2021, in their successful completion of the pharmacy program as they join the profession of pharmacy as pharmacists and as our colleagues. A special thanks to family and friends of our graduates for taking time to attend today's event. Thank you also to our professors and staff and our many guests. I would like to recognize the following guests in attendance today. From the College of Pharmacists of Manitoba, or CPHM, which is a regulatory body for pharmacists, Mrs. Susan Lessett-Friesen, the registrar, and Ms. Wendy Clark, the president, as well as many others who have joined us from CPHM. Thank you. Mr. William Emer and his wife Helen, who are strong supporters and friends of our college. Mr. Ronald F. Goose, a pharmacist, previous registrar of CPHM, clinical assistant professor at a college, and a 2020 distinguished alumnus. I also want to acknowledge Dr. Brenna Shearer, Chief Executive Director, and Ashley Hart, President, both from Pharmacists Manitoba, and Olena Cervello, President of the Canadian Society of Hospital Pharmacists, for taking the time to join our celebrations. Finally, I want to acknowledge the class of 1966. I will speak more to the special class shortly. We have Ms. Vivian Quiring, Mr. Lyle Silverman, as well as Dr. Dan Sitar, a professor emeritus at our college, as well as a 2017 distinguished alumnus. Thank you also to the many graduates from the class of 1966 who are in attendance today. And a very special welcome to the class of 2021. To our graduates. You and I started our journey at the College of Pharmacy about the same time, in the fall of 2017. I have seen you grow through your years with us. Congratulations as you embark on the next phase of your professional career. Many of you will be working as a pharmacist in community pharmacies, others at a hospital pharmacy or a primary care setting, and some of you will venture into further education, be it a residency program or graduate school. You are all well prepared to work effectively within healthcare teams and to provide the best possible care to your patients. By optimizing patients' medications, you will have a positive impact on their overall health. We are very proud of each of you for your accomplishments in successfully finishing your rigorous program. I also want to take a minute at this time to thank our students' parents, partners, and other family members and friends. It is through your ongoing support over these many years, especially with the challenges of the pandemic in the last year, that our graduates have been able to be successful. This is your day also. Thank you. To the class of 2021, today is a culmination of many years of focused academic effort, long hours in the skills lab and late nights, both studying and building a close network of friends and future colleagues. Your studies have been especially challenging since last March, as we went to mostly a virtual format. We've all missed the in-person discussions, debates, collaboration. Your contributions during your experiential rotations this past year were important as you provided care to Manitobans, especially during the pandemic. You've now completed your formal education with us. As new graduates and new pharmacists, you have a strong foundation of specialized knowledge that we expect you will put to use, serving society as a healthcare professional, working with patients right here in Winnipeg and throughout the province and beyond. Your clinical training, highly developed technical skills, and ability to apply your pharmaceutical knowledge in a broader health context are essential to your future success. We believe that our curriculum has prepared you well for your future role in the profession of pharmacy. As you embark on your career, I would like to take a few moments to stress the importance of caring and empathy, especially as you enter the profession in the midst of the pandemic. Caring and empathy for your patients, for your community, and for those around you, including yourself. Caring and empathy is key to building an authentic connection with your patients and is an essential component of a therapeutic relationship between a healthcare professional and a patient. Caring for our patients helps to build trust, which is an important determinant for achieving better health outcomes. Empathy will enable you to provide a humanistic approach to care, especially in these times when you encounter patients who may have undergone economic or emotional hardships or lost those close to them. Please take the time to understand their needs and approach them with empathy. The pandemic has highlighted social inequities, And over the last year, we've also seen stark public examples of racism and intolerance towards others. As leaders in our society, we must stand against discrimination in all forms and work towards creating inclusive places. Within your communities, especially in local pharmacies, you will often be the first point of contact for the public. Take the time to also understand the needs of the community and how you can get involved. We can all make a significant difference to the health as well as the well-being of those around us. We're fortunate in Canada and in Manitoba to have access to COVID-19 vaccines, but that's not the case everywhere. The World Health Organization has set a goal of vaccinating 70% of the world's citizens a year from now. Canada is doing its part by committing to support 100 million vaccine doses where needed, and we can each play a role at the local level to make things better for others and to address inequities. Finally, I would also ask that please keep caring and empathy in mind, not only in your interactions with those around you, but also for yourselves. As you start your career, things may not be smooth or easy. You may face challenges, especially as we come out of the pandemic and shape what the future will look like. During these times, please take care of yourselves and be kind to yourself. Know that you have the courage and the leadership skills to move ahead successfully. Empathy and caring will serve you well as you start your career during these unprecedented times. I want to share a quote by President Obama that reflects the importance of this. Learning to stand in somebody else's shoes, to see through their eyes, that's how peace begins. And it's up to you to make that happen. Empathy is a quality of character that can change the world. As graduates of our program, you have the required foundation of knowledge and skills to make a difference to your patients. Please also keep in mind that with the pace of healthcare, although your formal education is now complete, you're just embarking on your path of continued and lifelong learning as a health professional. Through continuing education, as well as self-directed learning, you will grow your professional experience and expertise. You are well prepared for your future. This morning is an opportunity for all of us to recognize your accomplishments and to welcome you as colleagues as you venture into practice as a pharmacist. We will now hear from professional and student leaders and from some of your professors. At this time, I would like to invite Megha Kaushal to give her valedictorian address. Megha?
Thank you, Dr. Raman Wilms, for that lovely introduction. And hello, everyone. Welcome to all the families, friends, faculty, and esteemed guests who are watching this live stream from near and far. Thank you for taking the time to be present in the celebrations of the class of 2021's graduation today. And I guess now would be a good time to say welcome to you, 2021 graduates, my classmates, my friends, and now my fellow pharmacists. 4 years ago today, we were 4 days away from receiving a letter that would change our entire lives. I am, of course, talking about our acceptance letter to the College of Pharmacy. But little did we know that letter, aside from informing us about our new academic journey, would also tie us together in a lifelong bond. From learning about the difference between brand and generic drug names in first year to navigating the world of Zoom and WebEx in fourth year, we really have gone through it all with each other. In first year, we learned how to effectively communicate with other healthcare professionals and different types of patients, which laid down the foundation of being successful future pharmacists. In second year, we wrote nearly 30 exams together. Never will we forget the anxiety we felt during the short walks from the basement lecture theater to the clinical learning and simulation lab. Or looking at the clock during clinical exams and realizing we have 10 minutes left, but still a quarter of the exam still to finish. And then proceeding to write at a speed that would likely make Usain Bolt quiver. Third year saw us struggle, but also succeed. as we finally began to piece together the pathophysiology of conditions and medications used to treat them, we began to feel a little bit more confident in our abilities. Oh, and we finally learned how to use the drug interactions book, I think. Fourth year was tough, mainly because we had to adapt to online learning and didn't see each other every day. But we still persevered, and the results of our hard work became apparent during our clinical rotations. These 4 years, of course, wouldn't have been everything that they were without the constant support, patience, and guidance of our professors. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and experience with us, for engaging us in meaningful discussions, for pushing us to think outside the box, and for answering all our emails, even when they were sent at ridiculous hours of the night or early morning. The commitment and passion you have shown us has truly been so very inspiring. Also, a shout out to Cheryl Lee and all other administrative staff. I have no idea what we would have done without you. To our families, friends, and loved ones, you have been our pillars of strength every step of the way. Your never-ending encouragement and belief in us is what kept us going when things got tough. We can't thank you enough for all the sacrifices you have made to see us succeed. Today, we celebrate you and your unconditional love just as much as we celebrate our hard work. To my classmates, I have seen how dedicated, compassionate, thoughtful, and simply brilliant you all are. No matter which path your career takes you on, remember how capable you are and how you have the potential to change the lives of all those around you. In the wise words of Barack Obama, change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the others we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. So be trailblazers, innovators, leaders, challenge the status quo, but in the process, don't forget to give back and take breaks to admire the beauty that surrounds you. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2021. We did it.
Thank you, Megha. And certainly we see your class as trailblazers for sure. Thank you so much for those wonderful words to your class. Each year, the graduating class also selects a faculty member as a guest speaker for this event. And it's my pleasure now to invite Dr. Jamie Falk, Associate Professor at the College of Pharmacy, to speak to the class.
Thanks, Dr. Raman-Wilms. First of all, what an honor it is to be able to speak today. I have to admit, when I saw the email from Justine to be the faculty speaker, I definitely felt not only warm, but I'm pretty sure even a little bit fuzzy. These have been strange times, and needless to say, all of us have realized a lot about ourselves and those around us. We've seen unprecedented advances in medicine, and we've seen the gaps in our system and our society, reflected in mistrust and denials of science, the dramatic effects of social determinants on one's ability to thrive or to fall through the cracks. So we've got work ahead of us, but of course with challenge comes the drive to do better and the seeking out of inspiration. In my many encounters with your class, I was inspired by your ability to somehow cram oodles of information, much of it of questionable importance, into a one-page chart note simply to abide by the Verkinian book of chart note etiquette. I was inspired at times by your incredible ability to tolerate seemingly endless, uncomfortable virtual classroom silence. What do you think, class? What are your thoughts on this? Anyone? Anyone? But to be truthful, I have been inspired by your compassion, not only in the classroom, but in hearing about your actions from others, overhearing the politically charged conversation of the hall walkers. You know who you are. Although caught off guard, I was at the same time inspired by the many challengers in this class. You also know who you are. Not afraid to ask tough questions, Knowing the truth of what Indira Gandhi once said, the power to question is the basis of all human progress. These qualities, compassion and the confidence to challenge the status quo, can not only make our profession and ultimately the care we provide better, but it's going to help us through the present times and the challenges that we're going to face in the future. To paraphrase the notorious RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, if you're going to be a pharmacist and just practice your profession, you have a skill. But if you want to be a true professional, you will do something outside yourself, something that makes life a little bit better for people less fortunate than you. So how do we do this? The late Ojibwe author Richard Wagamese, in his book, One Native Life, said, "Everyone has a story. We become better people, a better species when we take time to hear them. So as pharmacists, listen to the stories of those who look to you for care." Writing about his experiences in the concentration camps of World War II, psychiatrist and survivor Viktor Frankl wrote, "It didn't really matter what we expected from life, but rather what life expected from us. And that being human always points and is directed to something or someone other than oneself." As we go into practice, life calls on us through the voices of those in need, our patients, the sick in our community, and the broader global patient. How will you respond? Now, I realize that hip hop quotes may not be the first thing you'd expect to come out of my mouth, especially considering my obvious lack of street cred. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. We know too much and we owe too much to let it rest. You're all brilliant. You wouldn't have made it this far if you weren't. And the power, with that power of knowledge comes a massive opportunity for change. And I'll go as far as to say that opportunity is an obligation. And there's no doubt in my mind that you, the group of individuals sitting virtually in front of me, are more than equipped to make incredible change happen, little by little. So as you set out into the great beyond of your careers, be inspired, look for the new horizons, embrace uncertainty, and continue the adventure of finding new ways of doing things with passion and with compassion. You know by now that nothing is easy, and it's not supposed to be. But within the challenges you'll face lie the great satisfactions that make our job worth doing. For years now, you've been our students. I'm proud now to call you my colleagues. Welcome to the profession.
Thank you, Dr. Falk. Thank you for those thoughtful and wise words. And with that, we now come to the special time in our program, as we will recognize our 45 graduates receiving the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy. There are many in the class who are recognized for being on the Dean's Honor List, as well as others who are recognized for their high academic achievements and their contributions. As I call each student, I will also indicate any awards that the student may have received. You may also follow the list on the program. And students, as I call out your name, please feel free to give a big smile, wave to your family and friends. It's your time. I now present the class of 2021 graduates called out alphabetically. Evelina Andrushchan, Dean's Honor List, David Stern Memorial Prize. Chernpreet Atwal, Dean's Honor List. Snimar Bali, Dean's Honor List, Pharmacy Class of 2009 Passion and Commitment Award. Stephanie Bansi. Heather Carney, Dean's Honor List, College of Pharmacists of Manitoba Gold Medal, College of Pharmacists of Manitoba President's Prize, Fred Edick Memorial Prize, and University Gold Medal in Pharmacy. Wesley Chow. Christina Dang, Dean's Honor List, Outstanding Paper in the Electives Program Award. Nisha Dayosi, Dean's Honor List. Alisa Enns, Dean's Honor List. Nicholas Fairins. David Foos. Jenna Guan, Dean's Honor List. Thorther Hendrickson Rebizant, Dean's Honor List. Cole Janke, Dean's Honor List. Logan Jeske, Dean's Honor List. Megha Kaushal, Dean's Honor List, Dr. J.R. Murray Convocation Prize, Pharmacist Manitoba and Canadian Pharmacist Benefits Association Award. Amber Kiker, Dean's Honor List, Canadian Society of Hospital Pharmacists Manitoba Branch Convocation Prize. Sojung Kim. Kathleen Klippenstein. Thomas Ma. Teresa Mahood, Dean's Honor List. Ryan Pangilinan. Snehit Patel, Dean's Honor List. Daniel Pearson, Dean's Honor List. James Palichet. Taylor Peters. Alice Fung, Dean's Honor List. Robin Rai, Dean's Honor List. Justine Claire Reyes. Melanie Richard. Marina Rofile, Dean's Honor List, Halsey A. Park Memorial Prize. Nicholas Saka. Tristan Single, Dean's Honor List, Abraham Schwartz Prize, College of Pharmacists of Manitoba Silver Medal, Mark Rose Memorial Book Prize in Pharmacy. Emma Smith, Dean's Honor List. Tara Staliga. Abunev Sood. Kelsey Tanner, Outstanding Paper in the Electives Program Award. Amy Todoruk, Dean's Honor List, A. Langley Jones Leadership Award. Danica Vandale, Dean's Honor List. Isabel Viadu, Dean's Honor List. Courtney White, Dean's Honor List. And sorry, we're just trying to get the students pinned as well at the same time. We're just waiting for some technical help here.
I think everyone just got disconnected.
I will go on because I understand there are some technical difficulties for some of them. So Jeremy Weeb, Dean's Honor List. Ryan Edward Philip Yap. Ewan Yu, Dean's Honor List. And Brian Jang. Congratulations to the graduates of the class of 2021. We also have a number of awards recognizing exemplary teachers and preceptors. We would like to start by recognizing our Preceptor Award winners. As we do this, I also want to recognize all of our preceptors who provide outstanding education and support to our students during the experiential rotation. So thank you for that. I would like to call upon Kelly Drummond, Experiential Education Program Coordinator and Instructor at the College of Pharmacy, to introduce the Preceptor Awards.
Thank you, Dean Raman-Wilms. Firstly, I'd like to offer my sincere congratulations and best wishes to the class of 2021. It was a pleasure getting to know all of you, and I miss seeing you all in person this year. I hope to work with all of you as preceptors in the future. To echo the Dean's comments, the College of Pharmacy is very grateful for the support of amazing preceptors who invest their valuable time to support, coach, mentor, guide, and evaluate our students. Their dedication ensures that our college graduates knowledgeable, professional, and skilled pharmacists. I'm very pleased to be able to recognize a few of these wonderful preceptors today. The recipients of these Preceptor Awards were nominated by members of this graduating class of 2021. This year's Hospital Preceptor of the Year is Daniel Rossi, and Daniel works at St. Boniface Hospital and he practices in adult medicine. Daniel was nominated by Snimmer Bali, who said that Daniel has been an excellent role model in terms of how a pharmacist should display values of professionalism, interprofessional collaboration, patient-centered care, and diligent work ethic. Congratulations, Daniel. This year's Community Preceptor of the Year is Solmaz Nafez. She's the pharmacy manager at Rexall in Assiniboine Clinic here in Winnipeg. Solmaz was also nominated by SNIMAR, who said she not only is so hardworking, but takes very good care of her staff members, but also the patients she looks after. Her patients love her dearly, and I was grateful for the opportunity to witness that for myself. Her kindness and dedication to the profession of pharmacy is inspiring. Congratulations, Solmaz. This year's Pharmacy Team of the Year is the pharmacy team from Walmart Unicity here in Winnipeg. They are a repeat award winner from a few years ago, and they were nominated by Taylor Peters. Quite often, students tell us that it isn't just their preceptor, but the whole pharmacy team that makes them feel welcome and contributed to their learning experience. Taylor said that Anthony Davis and the team at Walmart Unicity, which includes Shannon, Danielle, Dominic, Ray, Kiel, Farhad, Steph, and Shireen, that they were incredibly accommodating, willing to teach, including the technicians and assistants. The patients of this site are incredibly thankful for the work every member of the pharmacy team puts in, and it is clear from the interactions they have with the staff. So congratulations once again to Anthony and the entire pharmacy team at Walmart Unicity. The electives program is ending with the BSc Pharm, and this course offered students the opportunity to seek out a unique project experience of their own choosing. With Dr. Sylvia Alessi-Severini at the helm as the course coordinator since its inception in 2007, our students have done remarkable work over the years. Many of our students have chosen to do their electives in primary care settings, which is a bit of a unique practice setting for pharmacists. With the support of her team, Julie Mystery is always eager to take students, and everyone who has done a rotation at the Prime Clinic in the Misericordia Health Center has raved about the rotation. Julie was nominated by Nisha Diosy, and she said that this team collectively made her experience the best it could be by actively involving her and showing her new ways for the professions to collaborate together. Congratulations, Julie. In closing, I'd like to again congratulate all of the award recipients and thank all of the students who nominated the preceptors and all of the nominated pharmacists. We are grateful for your support of the experiential program. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly, and thank you also to Kelly for all of her hard work in running our experiential program along with the team. I do want to go back a little bit. We did have some IT issues where we were unable to profile some of our students, so I am going to go back to Isabel Viadu and do some of our students now, just to make sure that we do recognize them. So Isabel, we'll start with you. Isabel Viadu, who's on the Dean's Honor List. And we're just waiting for them to ensure that we profile our students. Okay, Courtney White, Dean's Honor List. Ryan Edward Philip Yap. Yuan Yu, Dean's Honor List, and Brian Jang. Congratulations once again to all of our students, well deserved. And now we come to the presentation of the fourth year teaching award. Ms. Drummond shared the preceptors who were selected by the students. Each year the graduating class also selects a professor who has made a significant impact on their learning. And it is my pleasure to announce that this year's winner of the fourth year teaching award is Dr. Laverne Verkine. Dr. Verkine teaches a fourth year clinical pharmacy course using a case-based approach, and he's also a clinical pharmacist with the Health Sciences Center Renal Dialysis Program. And there you see Dr. Verkine, and I will get Dr. Verkine to come on a little bit later to speak with you, but I also do want to mention that Dr. Verkine also serves as the associate academic at our college. And this is the 10th year that he's been selected for this award by the graduating class. So Laverne, congratulations, Dr. Verkine, and you will hear from him later in the program. In addition to our professors and preceptors, we would also like to recognize some of our alumni. And today, we recognize the graduates of the class of 1966. I'd like to share the story of the class of 66 that demonstrates a wonderful camaraderie and community spirit as they have focused on giving back to support the next generation of pharmacists. The graduating class of 1966 has a history of staying connected with each other and the College of Pharmacy, a lot like the class of 2021 has been over the last few years. Through the years, they have maintained their close relationships, and at their 40th reunion in 2006, they initiated the idea for a scholarship to benefit future pharmacy students. In 2007, they became the first pharmacy class to create an endowment fund and establish the Pharmacy Class of 1966 Scholarship. The class created their legacy scholarship to show their appreciation for the opportunities made available through their pharmacy degree, and also to honor fellow classmates who'd passed away. Every single member of the class contributed to the startup campaign, a first at the University of Manitoba. The class of 1966 also significantly supported the Apotex building campaign, to which 80% of the class contributed. As well, our building features many works of art donated by the class of 66 grads, pieces which inspire beauty in our spaces. And I'm sure our students have seen them, but in case you haven't, the next time you have the opportunity to be in a building, and I do hope that as graduates you will visit us often, please do take a look at these. With the class of 66 starting the scholarship, since then, the classes of 2004, 2009, and 2014 have followed in their footsteps and created awards to invest in our students' futures. This is a special way of giving back that benefits future graduates. At their 50th reunion in 2016, the class of 66 extended their commitment with raising further funds and just recently achieved a milestone amount in their giving. Although the benefit to future students who will be helped in their career and the profession is profound and invaluable for the class of 66, it has always been about so much more. It is about giving back to our future generation of pharmacists whose outreach positively impacts our community. It is about personal connections with classmates, faculty members, and the college. And most importantly, it is about paying it forward. To the class of 66, your continued support provides the ability for our students to strive for success. Your class in particular is an inspiration to our students, faculty, and our alumni. Thank you for all that you have done. I will now ask Ms. Vivian Quiring, a representative of the class of 66, to say a few words.
Thank you very much. And unfortunately, the first word I'm going to say is they just started testing the fire alarm in the building. And I have no way of shutting that off when it happens. So bear with me. Had it happened sooner, I would have put pillows up over it, but there we go. Anyway, what a wonderful invitation. Thank you so much. And I enjoyed hearing the words of the other presenters as well. So think about it, class. 55 years ago, the class of 1966 produced 28 graduate pharmacists. We received our degrees when it was a very different profession and a very different world. Now, don't be too surprised when I tell you that there were no drug names on labels when we graduated. There were no credit cards until 1968. There were no computers and there was no Shoppers Drug Mart. It was different. And today you have all the technology and you're injecting flu shots and COVID vaccines. It's a different world. The practice was different and will continue to evolve, but the purpose is still the same. No matter how we practice, really our job is to be the drug experts and to help the people get the best from their medication. Pharmacy is a versatile career with so many ways to fill that role, and our class is also an example of that. We've been in community, in hospital, government, industry, academia, research, consulting, etc. We practiced in different areas, yet we still come together and have a commitment to the core of the profession. The Dean provided an overview of our scholarship, and I'll fill in a few details, like how did it actually get started? At our 40th reunion in 2006, we were enjoying a brunch at the Pavilion Restaurant in Assiniboine Park. We had just lost a classmate to illness and were sadly reflecting on her and another classmate who had passed away earlier. One of the guys, Lyle Silverman, posed the question, what do you think about the idea of establishing a class scholarship in their memory? Well, we thought that was a great idea. So three of us, Marion Kramers, Linda Boyd, and I, joined Lyle as the planning group. And we also saw donating to a scholarship as a way of showing our appreciation for the so many opportunities available to us through our pharmacy degree. We set those objectives that you heard about. Yes, we got that 100% participation. Yes, we have a perpetual award. We were glad to be the first class and see that there were several others that were inspired. But one thing that's really a highlight for us is that we wanted to give more than money. We wanted to make a personal connection with the recipients, and we're delighted that we had lovely visits with Mega and Cole. If you look at the glass plaque of our scholarship in the student lounge, it doesn't say the class of 66 scholarship. It has all of our names listed on there. We are people who gave funds to other people. It wasn't just a check. And we really have found that particular aspect of our scholarship to be special. And yes, the Dean mentioned we reached a landmark this year. Now, back in 2008, we had accumulated enough money, and that's when you have an endowment fund. You never give away the money, you just give away the interest. Well, our first awards were $500 each to 2 students. And it went that way for a while with a little bit more. And then at our 50th reunion, in 2016, we added that goal, and it was the goal of we wanted $100,000 in donations total that would grow. And 5 years later, we're pleased to say that we are at the $106,000 mark, and this provides awards of $2,000 each. A total of 27 scholarships have been awarded by our class, not by our class, through our scholarship, by the awards committee. And this will continue forever. Well, why do people make donations? Everyone has a different reason, and mine was very simple. Had it not been for scholarships and bursaries, I would not have been able to go to university. It's that simple. There were no student loans back then either. That's another thing that's changed. So now the class of 1966 is the end of our careers. And we look back and we ask, what have we given to the profession and what have we given to the community? And as mentioned, it's not just financial, it's about volunteering our time and our expertise and mentoring. Today, there are 45 grads in the class of 1921. Try that again, Vivian, 2021. And you're looking forward. Priorities right now, I suspect, are you haven't got a job, you want one. Then you want to pay off your student loans. And then you might think of buying a car or perhaps a newer one or finding a new place to live. I'm so sorry for that alarm. And then, of course, when COVID lifts, we all want to do some traveling, don't we? So you're beginning a very lucrative and rewarding career. So how will your priorities change over time as your life progresses through the years? Think about asking, how do I want to give back? And what will my legacy be? When setting life goals, we focus on what do I want? What do I want to get from my life? And that is so important, but it's just as important to think about what will I give? I have one more suggestion for you. Following this ceremony, the class of 1966 is set up on a Zoom meeting for our 55th reunion, and we're going to be gathering from Ontario to British Columbia. And on their behalf, I wish you all a very satisfying career and a fulfilling life. And another tip is to have lots of reunions after you're graduated. They're lots of fun. Thank you so much and good luck to you all.
Thank you, Vivian. Your class is truly an inspiration for future generation of students. And I do hope that our students will have reunions. We also look forward to welcoming our students back in person when we're able to do that at some point very soon. This is a very important day for our graduates, and for us to be able to pin each graduate so that they're recognized by their family as well is very important. And I do understand that for one of our students, the camera was not working, so we will go back for a second and just to give a minute of time to Justine. If you're ready to go, I'd like to announce your name again as well. And I just want to check with our IT support. We're ready to go. Justine Claire Reyes. Congratulations. And so with that, I want us to now move forward, and it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Nimar Bali, Senior Stick and President of the Pharmacy Student Body, to share her important message with all of you. Ms. Nimar, I'm going to hand it over to you now.
Thank you, Dean Roman-Wilms. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, friends, families, colleagues, and distinguished guests to the class of 2021's convocation ceremony. My name is Nimar Bali, and I had the absolute pleasure of serving as Senior Co-Stick for the University of Manitoba Pharmacy Students Association for the 2020-2021 academic year. Before I begin, I would just like to congratulate my class, the class of 2021, for completing the most challenging academic year thus far. I know all of us are looking forward to celebrating together in person, but I hope that we can postpone our celebrations to a time where we can all meet again face to face. As I step out of my position of Senior Co-Stick, I would like to take just a few minutes just to recap our year. Before I begin, I would like to thank each member who was a part of our committee for the year. Your motivation, diligence, and positive attitude in making the most of the current pandemic is truly inspiring and encouraging. This year, we were faced with the challenge of continuing with some of our traditional school festivities, however, through a virtual platform. Some of the events that we hosted over the span of the school year included multiple social media wellness activities in collaboration with CAPC Manitoba, such as a Fall Bingo Challenge, our annual career fair, lunch and learns, and many others. We also launched our first ever interprofessional social media account alongside the other colleges that are a part of Rady Faculty of Health Sciences in order to promote interprofessional collaboration and awareness within the body. In addition to this, we were able to organize Christmas hamper baskets with the support from our students and faculty members. Lastly, we also collaborated alongside Let's Talk Science on a podcast series called The Pharmacy Survival Guide, where students and alumni were invited to speak on their experiences within the College of Pharmacy as well as in practice. This podcast launched in March 2021, just in time for Pharmacist Appreciation Month, led by our wonderful CAPC representatives. Overall, the experiences have been memorable, and I thoroughly have enjoyed my last 2 years on council. A takeaway message that I hope everyone can echo from their experiences with the pandemic is that the future is uncertain. With that being said, I believe it's important for us all to continue making the most of any opportunity, whether that be good or bad, and just growing from it. Last but not least, I would like to thank Dean Roman-Wilms, Dr. Verkine, the administrative staff at the college, our professors and preceptors for working tirelessly in making sure our academic school year could be as successful as it could be given the ongoing pandemic. We appreciate your time, kindness, and commitment to our education. I believe that this year has given us all the strength, courage, and wisdom to enter the next stage of our lives. With that being said, I look forward to catching up with you all in the future and seeing us where our paths take us. Henry David Thoreau once said, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life that you have imagined." Thank you very much and congratulations, class of 2021. You did it.
Thank you, Snimmer, and congratulations again to the class. Certainly this year, your resilience really came through as you successfully completed all of the requirements. And so at this time, we formally welcome the class of 2021 to the profession of pharmacy. And I'm going to ask Dr. Laverne Burkine to lead our newest pharmacists, our graduates, in the reading of the Oath of the Pharmacist.
Well, good morning, everyone. And it's a great day, graduates, today. I'd just like to take a quick word to say thank you very much for the Teaching Award honor earlier in the program. It's really been my pleasure to interact with you all in the program over the last 4 years. You're just a very bright, genuine, decent, exceptional group of people, and it's been my pleasure to get to know all of you throughout the program. So thank you so much for that honor. It does mean a lot to me. Thank you. And it's also my honor today to lead you in the Oath of a Pharmacist. And so I know as you begin your careers, you're going to have many excellent days providing care, looking after people, being very proud of the work that you're doing. But probably over the next 30 or 35 years, or as Vivian said, maybe even 55 years, you're probably going to run into some challenging days or some days that are better than others. And that's when the Oath of the Pharmacist really becomes so important. It really acts as a guide for all of us in our profession and throughout our careers. So as we say the oath together today, really think about those words. It's not just something that we recite today and then sort of forget. It really acts as a guide for all of us as we move through our careers. So I'm very pleased to recite that with you today, and thank you so much for the invitation to do this with you. And so if I could ask you to do a couple of things, please, so that we can all recite the oath together. If you could go to the top right corner of your screen and change it from a speaker view over to a gallery view, that way we'll be able to see everybody. And if you could unmute yourselves so that we can recite the oath. And I'll just give you an extra second as well to grab the oath if you have it there with you. And what we'll do is that I'll go through each section of the oath and read it. And if you can repeat it after me, we'll make our way through the oath to the end. So I'll just give you a second to change your view and to get your oath handy before we get underway. Okay, let's make a start. So as a pharmacist, I vow to serve humanity and to support my profession's ideals and commitments.
As a pharmacist, I vow to serve humanity and to support my profession's ideals and commitments.
I shall be guided in all dimensions of my life by the highest standards of human conduct.
I shall be guided in all dimensions of my life by the highest standards of human conduct.
I shall apply the full measure of my knowledge and abilities to supporting the health and well-being of all those I serve.
I shall apply the full measure of my knowledge and abilities for the health and well-being of all those I serve.
I shall always place the needs of all those I serve above my personal interests and considerations.
I shall always place the needs of all those I serve above my personal interests and considerations.
I shall treat all those I serve equally, fairly, and with respect, regardless of gender, race, ethnicity, religion, culture, or political beliefs.
I shall treat all those I serve equally and with respect and with regardless of gender, race, religion, culture, or political beliefs.
I shall protect the confidentiality of personal and health information entrusted to me.
I shall protect the confidentiality of personal and health information entrusted to me.
I shall maintain my professional knowledge and competence throughout my career.
I shall maintain my professional knowledge and competence throughout my career.
I shall support the advancement of knowledge and standards of practice in pharmacy.
I shall
support the advancement of knowledge and
and
standards of practice in pharmacy.
I shall nurture the preparation of future members of my profession.
I shall nurture the preparation of future members of my profession.
I shall use all opportunities to develop collaborative practice with all healthcare professionals in my environment.
I shall use all opportunities to develop collaborative practice with all health professionals in my environment.
Healthcare professionals in my environment.
And in taking this solemn oath, I honor those who have supported my development as a pharmacist and commit myself never to act in a manner that is contrary to these vows.
In taking this solemn oath, I honor those who support my development as a pharmacist and commit myself never to act in a manner that is contrary to these
never
vows.
to act in a manner that is contrary to those vows.
Thank you so much, everyone. Congratulations. I hope you have a spectacular day today. All the best.
Thank you, Dr. Rakayan, and thank you to all of our students as well. And as our students graduate, they're registered with the College of Pharmacists of Manitoba and will continue to be its member throughout their career. I would now like to ask Wendy Clark, President of the College of Pharmacists of Manitoba, to provide her welcome address.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to open by thanking Dean Dr. Lalitha Raman-Williams, the College of Pharmacy and its staff, while also thanking you, the students and your friends and family, for the opportunity to speak to you at such an exciting occasion. I'd like to start with recognizing the pioneers of pharmacy that paved the way for pharmacists to continue to offer the best patient care possible centuries later. This group of expectant young pharmacists is more promising than what Professor Blechter ever could have imagined when he established the Department of Pharmacy in 1914. While the education of pharmacy continues to evolve in Manitoba, pharmacy as a profession has grown as well. Now more than ever, pharmacists have a greater opportunity to provide care and a greater responsibility to protect public health. A lot is going on in the world right now, and I know you are all acutely aware of it. Pharmacists are being relied on today more than ever before. Your entrance into pharmacy at the time of this worldwide pandemic will show you just how important a pharmacist's role is sooner than any other graduating class before you. You are no longer bystanders in the evolution of the pharmacy profession. As someone who has experienced just how rewarding being a part of this profession can be, I encourage you to become involved as an active participant in your historical moment. I really encourage you to all attend the annual general meeting and special general meetings of the College of Pharmacists to use your voice to improve pharmacy practice. I encourage you to get involved with council committees to improve quality assurance and standards of practice, to make sure your work continues to be rewarding for years to come. Tomorrow and for the rest of your careers, I challenge you to do 3 things. First, set goals for yourself. It may sound simple, but if you don't know where you're going, you'll never get there. Second, embrace opportunities. Create them yourself and take chances. The fear of failure and moving out of your comfort zone are the reasons many people do not try a new initiative or move to a new position. Don't limit your personal and professional growth. You can do it. And lastly, my final suggestion to you is to embrace this pharmacy community, your pharmacy community. Surround yourself with good people and encourage your peers in their pursuits of excellence. Be a good person, it's that simple. I'd like to conclude with a quote by writer and artist Marianne Radmacher. Live with intention, walk to the edge, listen hard, practice wellness, play with abandon, laugh, Choose with no regret. Continue to learn. Appreciate your friends. Do what you love. Live as if this is all there is. Welcome, my new colleagues, and congratulations on your acceptance into this wonderful and amazing profession. I look forward to working with you and celebrating your many accomplishments in the years to come. Take care and stay safe.
Thank you, President Clark. Those are very wise words and very encouraging, especially as our students join the profession of pharmacy. Thank you again. As I start my closing remarks, I also do want to acknowledge Dr. Colin Briggs, who's joined us, Professor Emeritus from the College of Pharmacy. Thank you for joining us. And I want to acknowledge all of the staff from the college who helped prepare for this event. Nicole Riches for providing the oversight and leadership in getting this event ready, as well as Cheryl Lee, David Bowe, Natalie Schofield-Singh, Melanie Fries, and all of our other staff members. We could not have done this without their support. Please join me in thanking them. And to our graduates, once again, we're very proud of your accomplishments. We expect you to represent us well as pharmacists and as ambassadors for the college, for the university, for Manitoba, and continue to participate, giving energy to our profession and future generations of students. Please visit us often. Your professors and I always appreciate hearing from our past students and are interested to see the different pathways you will take on your career journey. Please remember, as a graduate, you will always be linked to our college here at the University of Manitoba. We're proud of each of you for completing a rigorous and very demanding curriculum. The College of Pharmacy is here for you now and in the future, and we want to continue to assist you in whatever way we can. Congratulations to each one of you and your families on this very significant achievement. And also as graduates, you'll be receiving a special lab coat, a CPHM pin, as well as your certificates. So please look for an email in the near future with those details. Following this ceremony, you are invited to attend your convocation events that begin virtually at 1 o'clock. I believe the events begin at 1 and the actual convocations are 1:30. Following that at 1:45 p.m., the College of Pharmacy is planned for an after-convocation party. And this reception-style Zoom will be an opportunity for your class to socialize and chat with each other, as well as members of the college's staff and faculty in casual Zoom rooms. So please look for the Zoom link for this event following convocation. To the class of 2021, once again, all the best, and look forward to hearing about your many future successes and adventures. Thank you. Bye for now.